What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA picking with Pop, right here on Pop of his TV. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When I win the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When I win the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air, throwing signals.
Thousand on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid. That feeling. Back up and here. One more again. Happy Friday, and it feels good to be back. We not at training. We do got to work in a few, but we're back in the crib. We back on the throne. Feeling good. You see the setup. And I like, and then being in an environment that I can control. People just coming in talking crazy on your video and all that. But anyway, nice NBA slate card today. 2, 4, 6, 8 games. But y'all know how we do. Let's get a quick recap of yesterday's games. Yesterday's games was 9 games on the slate, and we went 7-2. Yeah, kid, needed that bounce back day. Trust me, I needed it for my soul, for my spirit, for my confidence. I know what we're talking about. Sometimes gambling is a little rough in the waters, and it's not for the faintest of hearts. But yesterday, 9 games, 7-2. We gave out 4 locks. We went 3-1, including hitting the play of the day, which was the Phoenix Suns. We had Atlanta, they didn't cover. We had Dallas, they did it for us. And the Denver Nuggets, they won outright, even though we had them with that 6.5. A couple of other good picks was the Boston Celtics. They lost, but only by 2. Lakers covered the spread over Chicago. Washington, they covered over Orlando. And the Detroit Pistons, Hulk smash. So we happy that we had a winning day yesterday. In fact, the last time we lost 8 plays of the day in a row, which is horrible. We had a 6-game winning streak. We lost 1. Then we had a 7-game win streak. We got all the way back to 500. And then since then, it's been the last time that we hit the play of the day was with the New York Knicks, and that day was on New York Knicks, the March 3rd. That's the last time we hit. So we lost 7 days in a row, that was tough. Anyway, that's yesterday. My grand total record now, y'all know I like to be transparent. My grand total record now is we are 518. That's my boy birthday. We 448. So we above 500. As far as the play of the day, we 62, 71, and 1. And I plan on getting back to 500. As far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we 241 and 225, which my old building in St. Nicholas Projects. With that said, let's get to today's NBA action. The card is good today. I feel some games I like, some games I don't. But with that being said, first game up, we got the Detroit Pistons at home hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. Pistons is given 15 and a half. I'm on the Pistons. I think they will Hulk smash. They've been at the crib last 3 games, starting to play well after they had 4 games in a row they lost. Lost to the Cavaliers, lost to the Spurs, lost to Brooklyn, which was crazy, and lost to the Heat. Since then, they beat Brooklyn, beat them bad, beat the Sixers, and I think they beat the Grizzlies bad tonight as well. Friday night, I know they won, the season got, 11, 12, 15 games for some teams. I know they want to finish strong and keep that top seed in the East, maybe even get the best record in the NBA. So I'm on the Pistons tonight. Next game up, we got my New York Knicks out on the road at Indiana. New York Knicks is giving 13.5. Woo! But before we get to the game, y'all know what we about to do. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like, Shaolin, are you in the house? Japan, are you in the house? Sacramento, are you in the house? Baby, baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Rest in peace, ODB and Wu-Tang. Love the kids. Now back to the game. So my New York Knicks has been playing well. Let's give them their props. Let's give them their flowers. Beat the Nuggets. Lost to the Lakers. Lost to the Clippers. Lost to both LA teams. I thought they would beat the Clippers, and we had them as the player of the day that day. Then beat the Utah Jazz, but they was down in that game. Down in that game, so not really playing well, although they did beat Utah, and I had Utah because the Knicks don't play well in Utah. If you go back and look at all the games that they play in Utah, even though Utah is tanking. Now you on the road. This is going to be your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game in a row. And it's going to be your 5th game in 7 days. All on the road. At Denver, at Lakers, at Clippers, even though you just went back to the same hotel. At Utah, now you're traveling back east to play, the Indiana Pacers, who they will play on Tuesday. 13.5 is too much points for me. I think the New York Knicks will get the W. But I don't think they cover 14 points. I just don't. I think Indiana will cover the spread. Next game up, we got the Toronto Raptors home hosting the Philadelphia 76ers hosting the Phoenix Suns. Toronto was given 4.5. We had Phoenix as the player of the day yesterday. They are one of the better teams in the NBA. Although they're only 3 games better than Toronto, but as far as ATS-wise, they are one of the better teams in the NBA, especially at home, right? Toronto, they on a 3-game losing streak. Phoenix is on a back-to-back. So besides the back-to-back, why would Toronto be favored 4.5? I don't know. Lose 3 in a row. Who they lost to? Lost to the Pelicans, who are playing well. We'll talk about them in a minute. Lost to the Rockets. At the Rockets, that's tough. Beat the Mavericks, so they only lost 2 in a row, my bad. They beat the Magic, but they did lose to the Timberwolves, did lose to the Knicks. The Knicks own them. Who's your daddy? The Knicks is their daddy. I'm on Toronto in this one. I think they need a bounce-back game. This is going to be the 3rd West Coast team that they play. Both of those 2 games, though, was on the road. They've been home. I think Toronto on the Phoenix on a back-to-back. Now you got to travel, go through customs, etc. Yeah, I'm on Toronto in this one. Next game up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road. Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road at Dallas. Cleveland is given 13.5. I'm on Cleveland. I could see Dallas fighting to cover Cleveland. Cleveland don't really be covering like that. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They are coming off losing to the Magic. Tough game since Wednesday. Beat Philly. Beat Boston. No, lost to Boston, sorry. Beat the Detroit Pistons. Now you're on back 2nd game on the road. They're going to play Dallas again at home on Sunday. So that's like playoff type of atmosphere where we play the same team twice in a row, 1 at your house, 1 at my house. You know what I mean? The NBA been doing that the last few years. I think Cleveland is the better team. So I'm on Cleveland. This ain't a premium game. It's not a lot. Just, throw that out there. It's not one of the games I would say bet on, but I'm going with the Cleveland. Next game up, we got the New Orleans Pelicans out on the road at the Houston Rockets. Rockets is giving the Pelicans 6.5. We did see these 2 teams play at the Rockets. The Rockets won 119-110. They won by 9. But some of the Pelicans players didn't play in that game. Not only since then that they played him, but Devontae Murray is back. He dropped 27. I think it's his 9th game back since he's been back. And I like the Devontae Murray. Far as on the court, not a walking triple-double like the Joker or Westbrook, but he'll give up some triple-doubles, meaning like he going to defend, he going to rebound, he going to assist, and he going to score. He going to, put it all out there on the line. And now he's getting acclimated back, coming off that Achilles injury. And, it take you some time to get back. I don't think Trey Murphy played in that game. I like Trey Murphy. I'm on Pelicans. I think Rockets will win because they are on a 2-game losing streak and they are at home. Team's been double teaming Kevin Durant. I'm Kevin Durant. Like he told Patrick Beverly, no, like they know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. We know who you are, big dog. You know what I'm saying? We know who you are. You got the burner accounts and shit popping off, but that's a side note. So they didn't lose 2 in a row. They lost to the Nuggets, beat the Raptors, lost to the Spurs, beat the Blazers, lost to the Warriors, beat the Wizards. So they've been like win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. They should win today, but I don't think they cover the spread. I'm on the Pelicans with that 6.5. I think the Pelicans playing good. Since the All-Star break, they are 7-4. That's above 500. 11 games been played, and they got a winning record. So I'm on the Pelicans. Zion is looking good. Side note too. Zion is looking good. Next game up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves out on the road at the Warriors. Warriors is trash. Timberwolves is giving 6. Hold on, let me see. Timberwolves is giving 6.5. I'm on the Timberwolves. Both teams are on 3-game losing streaks. Warriors, we know that they ain't got nobody. They trash. Pack them up, stick a fork in them. They're not doing nothing this year. But the Minnesota Timberwolves lost to the Magic. Good team. Lost. They got their ass whipped, though. At home. 119 to 92. That's a spanking. Then lost to the Lakers by 14. Another spanking. Lost to the Clippers. They got drubbed. Like, came in the house after curfew. And your grades is bad. And you had people in my house smoking weed. And I brought you them Jordans last week. Oh, I'm going to whip the skin off your ass. And did not tell you, like, when they counting out the hits as they speak them words, only probably the 90s babies, like, coming up in the 90s. You know what them ass whippings is like. Warriors, on the other hand, is not neither of those 3 teams, in my opinion. Warriors is trash. I'm on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Warriors, they lost to the Bulls, lost to the Utah, and lost to the Thunder. I'm on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they fight hard and they need the victory more. I'm on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Next game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road at the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers is giving a lot of points. Blazers giving 15.5. And I'm on the Blazers. I think the Blazers can win. I think they could cover the spread. Last game of the night, we got the Chicago Bulls out on the road at the LA Clippers. Clippers is giving 13.5. It's a lot of big spreads today. Chicago drubbed the LA Clippers the last time they played in Chicago, but that was before they traded everybody. They don't got a lot of the pieces that they got now. Clippers look different than what they looked like when they played them. They had Harden. Now they got Darius Garland. Now they got Benedict Mandarin. Their whole team is different. They had Zubac in Indiana. He made his debut yesterday and what have you. I'm on the Clippers. I think the Clippers could cover the spread. Let me see real quick before we get to the locks how many big-ass spreads it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 8 games, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that got over 12-point spreads. 1 is home, 2 is home, 3 is home. 3 is home, and 2 is home. 3 is home favorites. Blazers, Clippers, Detroit, and then 2 is road favorites. New York Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, guys, with that being said, let's get to the locks. Not from Yonkers, but no, not the locks. Let's get to the theme music.
Yeah. Great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one poperism. Coupe gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one poperism. Coupe gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
Now, here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. It's 9 games. We ain't gonna get crazy, but these is who I like. This is who I'm telling you to take. We going with Detroit. We going with Toronto. We going with the Pelicans. We going with Minnesota. And the play of the day is the Indiana Pacers with that 13.5. That's who I like. That's what I'm telling you to take. You can let me know who you like. You can let me know who you taking. All I ask is that you hit the like button so I can stay in the algorithm. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money today. Ah.